are not with my home group. I've been with my home group for like almost my entire real estate career, and I left once for a year, and I like came back, and I was like, will you take me back? I love it so much here. So anyway, let's kick it off. So as I was mentioning, who here, again, show of hands, if you go to classes like this and then you leave and you're like, I have 1,000 things on my to-do list, right? Yeah,
Yes.
that absolutely happens.
That's
Or you write the great notes and then it goes to the bottom of your purse or your bag or your car or whatever it is, and you never look at it again. So this is not going to be one of those classes. This is going to be super implementation heavy. So we're going to be doing workshop style. You all should have your Followers to Dollars workbook here right in front of you. So we'll go through this. We will actually implement today. So you will be leaving today with things on your to-do list. And today we're going to talk about social media.
Yay.
And so you might be sitting here and you might be thinking like, another person who's going to talk to me about social media, right? But I want to tell you how social media has completely and entirely changed my life. So when I first started in real estate, I was basically broke. I had like no money, and so I couldn't buy leads. And I took to social media, and I closed my first client within 6 weeks of launching my social media. And that person was somebody that I had never met in my entire life who found me organically without ads on social media. And after that, I recognized like, oh my God, I can keep doing this. This works. And so I used social media to grow to be a top 1% real estate agent in the entire state of Arizona, with 70% of my business consistently coming from social media. So I closed 10 million last year from social media alone. And I've literally made $1 million from social media. And I can tell you this, there is nothing special about me that you cannot also do. It's just strategy, it's just implementation, it's just consistency, and it's just the actual doing. So after I recognized that I can teach people this, I then started a company called Content to Clients Academy, where I do an entire 12-week course teaching people all of my secrets of how to grow their business on social media. And today, we're gonna do a little snippet of that course, and you guys are gonna leave with an idea of what you can do and with things actually implemented. So let's dive into it. First, let's set some intentions, you guys. Let's set some intentions and some goals, write them down. Now that you know the potential of social media, and I think that the potential of social media is not lost on most of us, right? Especially if you're in this class, you probably believe that it could work. And take a few minutes here and make some concrete goals. In the next 6 months, what do you want social media to do for your life, to do for your business? If you need a pen or anything, holler. So it could be as simple as, I want to work with people that I like better. One of the beautiful things about social media is that you will attract your ideal client. When people call you to work with you, they called you because they already trusted you, right? Like they're already a fan. They already know you, like you, trust you, even though they've never met you. And so it makes your job a whole lot easier and, quite frankly, a whole lot more enjoyable, because you're really just attracting great people into your world to help them buy and sell real estate. So your intentions could be as simple as that. I want to attract better people into my world. Take a minute here and write your intentions. Your intentions could be, I don't want to have to interview anymore. Because with social media, you'll find you have already built such great rapport before you even get to the listing appointment that you'll show up at that listing appointment with your listing presentation, ready to give your whole spiel, and they'll say, oh, you don't have to do all that, we're ready to sign the contract. Would you like a glass of wine? I'm serious, like that's pretty par for the course. Your intention could be, you want that experience. You want people to hire you without you even having to interview for the position. Good morning. Sorry. No, it's okay. We're just setting some intentions. We're followers to dollars workbook right there. We are on third page, the intention setting, step 1. See some pens dropped, some pens still moving. Now, what's that?
Good Lord, my Instagram needs help.
Oh, well, we're gonna do that. Your intentions could be simple, right? Your intentions could be just to start and be consistent. Doesn't have to be life-changing, but it totally can be too.
I've already got VAs ready to work for me. Just help me get the content.
Let's get the VAs ready to work for you. Yeah, you can have VAs post the content as long as it's your story. Now, there is a statistic that states that you are 85% more likely to accomplish a goal if you share it with a group. So in that spirit, who wants to share their intentions that they've written? Don't be shy. Anybody? All right, let's go for it.
My main one is stay consistent.
Staying consistent?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're definitely going to talk about that and talk about how to come up with great ideas. There's going to be a content idea bank within the workbook that should help you to start to get those creative juices flowing. Anybody else? Yes?
If I just get 3 clients in next 6 months, I'll be happy.
That's awesome. That's a great goal, and that is absolutely possible. Yeah, there's one of my current students. She just got 9 Instagram leads just this month. It's the most consistent her leads have ever been in her whole career from social media, so you can do it.
But I'm very new to Instagram. Only thing I know is what is Instagram. That's
Yeah,
all.
yeah. Well, that's all right. We're going to talk a little bit more about that, and we'll dive into that. So, yeah.
Just being more myself, like organically. I think I really struggle with that with social media. We were talking about it before the class started, and I feel like it has to be perfect, and that's where I struggle with the consistency, because I'm like, what do I come up with? And sometimes it's just the day to day, and I forget that I'm not as regular as, or like, you know, I don't feel like people want to watch my life.
Yeah.
So just being a little bit more organic with it.
Yeah, and that's something that I hear from a lot of people, that they feel like their life isn't worth sharing. And you would be shocked that people care what you're eating for dinner. Like, they literally do. They care what you're eating for dinner. They care that you, like, came up with this new recipe. They care that, like, you're like, oh, this is the thing that I cook when I only have 7 minutes and I need to feed my family a healthy meal. Like, those are things that we all go through, right? And so there's so many things in our lives that we feel like are boring day to day, but they're actually helpful and valuable to other people. And furthermore, it gives you touch points, right? So it gives you connection points with potential clients.
Right.
And that's how they grow to trust you. So because they know, like, oh, she knows her stuff about real estate, but she also, has a dog. She also loves to cook. She also looks like this with no makeup on and with her hair a mess in the morning while she's getting ready. To make things a little bit more organic, one of the things that I started doing, and if you guys have followed me, you've probably seen me do this, I literally set my phone up on my sink, and I will be like brushing my hair and getting ready in the morning while I'm talking to people. So that way people literally feel like they are such good friends with me that they are in the bathroom getting ready with me in the morning. So you can find ways to make that feel really organic by speaking about something, whether it's valuable or just relatable, while you're doing something that's super relatable.
Okay.
Anybody else have an intention that they want to share? Okay, let's move along. So I want you to pull up your Instagram profile right now and take a look at it currently. We're going to run an Instagram audit. So one of the biggest things that I see with realtors, lenders, real estate professionals on social media is I go to their profile and it's beautiful, right? They've got all of this great content, they're working really hard, they're consistent, they're posting, and I have no idea where they work. Not a clue. I would have to dig through their entire profile just to find out where they work. And if somebody is thinking of hiring you, it's probably pretty important for it to be really obvious what cities you serve. So let's make it obvious. Now, looking at your profile, how easy is it to tell what areas you serve and sell? Is it clearly stated in the username? Is it clearly stated at the top of your profile? Is it clearly stated in your bio? And so when we think about search engine optimization, right? So this is gonna help with search engine optimization because the goal is that when somebody searches Arizona Realtor, Scottsdale Realtor, Phoenix Realtor, Gilbert Realtor, you are one of the first 5 people to pop up, hopefully the first, because that is going to change your life. So we need to be thinking about search engine optimization when it comes to social media. And a lot of people will put things like Valley of the Sun, right? Sunshine Homes, AZ Realtor, PHX Realtor, East Valley Realtor, North Valley Realtor. But do you think that when someone is looking for a realtor, they search East Valley Realtor?
No.
No, they don't, right? They search Phoenix Realtor. They search Arizona Realtor. They search Scottsdale Realtor. So make sure that, and they also don't search PHX Realtor. They don't search AZ Realtor, probably, right? So if you were looking for a realtor in Chicago, would you search IL Realtor?
No.
I wouldn't. I would search Chicago Realtor. And so you need to be thinking about that in the areas that you serve. So you should have in your actual name on Instagram, it should say your full name and then Phoenix Realtor, Scottsdale Realtor, Arizona Realtor, repeated for as many cities that you serve that you can fit in there, because that is the area of social media that is so powerful when it comes to search engine optimization. So make sure that your location is there. You can put your location in your username. So like, I'm Kelsey Sells Scottsdale, and I swear to God, the fact that I'm Kelsey Sells Scottsdale is a huge reason why strangers find me, because they search the word Scottsdale, and there I am. In your username, you can put it in your bio as well, just helping people buy and sell real estate in Phoenix, Scottsdale, and beyond, something like that. So
cutesy names.
No,
It's better to just have.
better to have it searchable.
Okay.
100%. Yeah, I like the cutesy, but
It doesn't like give you the reach.
It's not
trying to like cast your net.
yeah, it's not going to bring
Okay.
people into your world. So yeah, it's just going to be cute.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's a hashtag it or not?
Nope. No, you can hashtag it like at the end of your captions or something in the posts that you create, but that's not it's gonna help a little bit, but that's not gonna move the needle like having it in your bio, in your handle, and in your actual name on Instagram is going to. So secondly is call to action. So contrary to the popular belief, people actually love it when you tell them what to do, especially on social media. Because you have to think of it this way, when we are on social media, we are being bombarded with ads. We're being bombarded with content. We are always just one scroll away from the next best thing. And so tell people what to do. So if you're still looking at your profile here, is there a clear way for them to contact you? Is there something that says, DM me to work with me? Click below to work with me. Click the link in my bio to schedule a consult. Is there a call to action in your profile so that people actually know what do they do besides like your content and follow you? How do they work with you? Even though a lot of us who are, on Instagram on a regular basis, we're probably gonna think DM, right? Like that's pretty normal that we're gonna think that. But I want you to really put yourself in the consumer's mindset. Like there are going to be some people that are going to find you on social media that maybe you're just not comfortable sending somebody that they don't know a DM because that feels weird unless they were invited to. So make sure that you have that call to action there. You can also do something as simple as call to actions on all of your posts, right? So you can end each post with, it all starts with a DM. Interested in working together? DM me. Interested in working together? Comment home and I'll reach out to you to schedule a consult. At the end of the vast majority of your posts, you should have a call to action telling people what they should do if they're interested in working with you. It doesn't have to be complicated either. Now, contact. There should be multiple obvious ways for a consumer to contact you on your profile. So I implemented a link in my bio that is a Google form. You can also use Flowdesk if that's your jam. And I have made tens of thousands of dollars just from having a link in my bio. And the reason being is because when somebody fills out the link in your bio, the link in your bio can ask them, what's your full name, what's your email address, what's your cell phone number? And now you're not just showing up on Instagram, right? You're showing up in their email inbox directly to them, so you're no longer relying on the algorithm to make you lucky. You're no longer relying on the algorithm to have you get in front of them. You are getting directly in their email inbox. You are getting directly in their cell phone. You are able to text them. And furthermore, if they filled out that link in your bio, makes you look like a pretty professional business, right? Like if I'm gonna go to a doctor, I'm not gonna DM them, right? Like that's weird. But if we wanna get paid like doctors, we need to be putting our business forward like we are true business professionals, and that includes some sort of client intake form. And I will say, in having a client intake form, of the people that fill out that client intake form, I have a 70% conversion ratio, because that is people who are literally coming, they are raising their hands and they're like, hey, I'm interested in buying or selling, and I'm interested in working with you. Yes?
So I've got a Linktree link in mine, and then it has like a few different options. Do you think the Google form is like easy peasy, one click is better?
Yes, so you can have multiple links in your bio, and I would have one that is like super easy peasy. I would also still keep it in your Linktree though, so that way wherever they end up, that's where it is. Now with your link in your bio, make sure that it's literally labeled like work with me, talk to me, contact me, book a consult. Make sure that it's labeled something super obvious and not like my website or free buyer seller guides. Make sure that it's really clear, like, hey, if you want to work with me, this is exactly how to do it, just click here. So this can also help you too, because now you can automate follow-up. Like for those of you who, does anybody in here use Flowdesk, just by a show of hands? Okay, so a few of us, like you can make it, so if you do a Flowdesk form, you can make it so that they automatically get dripped on. So those of you who don't know, Flowdesk is a wonderful, wonderful email marketing system that is awesome for conversion, and you can like do drip campaigns on people. So what I do is I have, when someone fills out the link in my bio, they immediately and automatically get an email that's like a picture of me, so they know it's me. I always start with a picture of me so they're not like, who is this? And it basically just states like, hey, I got your message. I am a real person. I'm a small business. And I'm probably out with clients doing showings right now. I personally read and respond to every single inquiry that I get. So, I'll be in touch soon. Here's my cell phone number if you need to get in touch with me sooner. So, yeah. Okay.
Is your intake form from Flowdesk?
Mine is Google, but it Zapier's to Flowdesk. Yeah, so I have a Zapier set up so that it like automatically goes, but I think Flowdesk is just fine. It just doesn't give you as many options to like ask questions. But Flowdesk is a super easy way for them to get in contact with you. And
I have like a Calendly, like click on this and
Yeah.
schedule, but I don't know if that's I wonder if that makes them more nervous because they're immediately scheduling an appointment instead of filling a form.
I would say so. You could do both though. So you could have like the easy contact me form, and then in a Linktree you could have, book a consult. Because I would agree with you. I think that you want to give yourself the opportunity to massage people. So that way if they're not quite ready to book something with you, you at least can like get in front of them, show them you're responsive and things like that. Yeah. Yes?
I just have a simple account with my name. I started some time ago, so do I need to create another account with more with real estate or?
No, that is an awesome question, and I would recommend every single person in this room have one account. Now, if you have kids and like you want an account for just family and you don't want to show your kids' faces, that's a different story, totally different conversation. But I would recommend that every single person, whatever account has the most followers. So let's say that you've got a personal Instagram that has I see that face.
I have two, and I only use my personal for the most of it.
So whatever account has the most followers should be your account that you only use, because you need to be showing personal and real estate, because you are a multifaceted human. We are all onions, right? We all have multiple layers to us. And if we are going to build a successful brand on social media where people know, like, and trust us before they ever meet us, we need to be showing personal and business on social media. So just start using whichever one you have the most followers on. If you want to convert, so like if you've been posting, let's say you have a personal page with 2,000 followers and you have a business Instagram with 500 followers. So what you can do is start collabing yourself in all of your posts. And so that way people will see that like they're not following your personal page, if that's what you're going to convert them to start using. Yeah, hopefully that makes sense. Okay, so audit checklist. So bring up your profile again. My city and state is listed in a searchable way. Not Sunshine Home, not Valley of the Sun, not East Valley. I have a clear call to action in my bio, and I offer at least 2 ways for people to contact me. Now that could literally be the contact button. So you can actually put a contact button on your Instagram so that people can call you or email you directly from Instagram. That could be the link in your bio. There's a ton of different options. That could just be saying, work with me. If you want to work with me, send me a DM. Now, let's take a couple minutes here and rewrite your Instagram bio based on what we have just learned, based on knowing that you need search engine optimization. You need those cities listed out so that when someone looks for you, they can find you, because there are people out there who are looking for a realtor just like you that just don't know how to find you. Rewrite it knowing that you need a call to action. Again, contrary to the popular belief, people actually love it when you tell them exactly what to do. And if you want feedback and if you need help, please speak up.
Yeah, I haven't updated any of this for a long time. I don't
Let's
even
check
know
it.
where to go.
That's okay. Yeah, let's see.
I don't even know where to go to change it.
Yeah, your profile's beautiful. You have 6,000 followers. That's great. So, edit profile. Yeah, no worries. That's why I'm here. Yeah, that's why I'm here. Don't be. It's not silly. Like it's. You know what? I have to say, guys, Instagram has so many things all over the place for you to click on. Sometimes it's really easy to be like, where on earth is this thing that I'm trying to do? Because Instagram and just Meta, the company who owns Instagram as a whole, doesn't exactly make things easy to find. So don't feel bad if you're looking at something and feeling confused.
Kelsey, I'm just eating this because there's a
Yeah,
couple names missing.
I'll take all the help you want.
All right, let's go. Let's do
Make sure
it.
everybody signed that.
I'll take every bit of help that you feel like.
And I feel like giving every bit of help, so.
Well, thank you.
So amazing.
So,
Okay. So,
Did anybody else not sign in, you guys? Anyone miss? Mel, I got you. Yes.
Oh wait, I do. Fire consultation.
Still one person missing on here, is not telling the truth.
oh, really?
okay.
So errors are.
Oh, yeah, there's
Someone's behind. We need to
Thank you.
characters, actually.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate
So
it.
Arizona Realtor Integrity
I think you're right.
So you could put,
but my
should I
name
put-
is Melissa Wilson,
yes,
Arizona.
so I would do, like Celsius, Scottsdale, and Phoenix, or whatever it is.
So in the username,
Yeah.
you can't.
We're trying to change our
Or if you don't wanna put the city name.
Yes. We had our voice
Right here.
tonight.
So that, what's your name? So that's your username. What's your username right here?
For selling.
So put on your
Selling Scottsdale or
Right here.
whatever.
So for that, so then you are very nice.
I don't.
Or I like Arizona Mortgage by Melissa, that's
So
just
good.
really fun.
Oh, there you go.
I'm just gonna use money every buy.
Give me another
I'm
ten.
gonna read that for her. I'll take that.
Like, it's super
Why doesn't
simple.
it?
Yeah.
But she needs to add parts to the. What are you trying to do?
Yeah, I
feel
know.
Okay, who else needs
It might
feedback?
be- Oh, I'm gonna read through the characters, right? I gotta get rid of dog lover.
Have chat and make sure that I
Okay, so, I would probably do Arizona. Yeah.
I just had no friends. I just had no friends do that again to me.
No.
I'm gonna refer you out. That you're like so listening.
There's only 150 characters in the bio.
Yeah, so you might need to cut some things. If you need to cut,
It's more important selling.
yes. Because that's what's, if our goal is to bring clients into our world, like if you can add, you know, dog enthusiasts, travel enthusiasts, things like that, that's great. But like, they're going to see that by consuming your content, so you don't necessarily need to have it in the bio.
What would you say for DM? DM, oh, sorry.
Either way. Either way. You can use, if you want to be more searchable, then you can do Scottsdale.
Okay.
Yeah, for your particular area. I'm sorry, what was your question?
If you're doing 2 ways in the bio, would you say like click, link below to work with me, and then DM or?
No, so
No, those would be on the
so the call to action, and then I would have, so you've got the link in your bio,
Yeah.
and then you can also have like the contact button so that somebody can directly DM you. Yeah, absolutely. So Mel brought up something that I wanted to point out. So when we talk about like making our Instagram handle, like Kelsey Sells Scottsdale is my Instagram handle. When we talk about making that searchable, if you already have a super established brand with your username, do not change it. Because you don't want to, for now, people who know you can't find you. So if you have already developed this brand, right? Like my brand is Kelsey Sells Scottsdale, and I don't know what I'm ever gonna do if I move, because that's my brand, right? So if you already have, let's say, 5,000, 6,000 followers, I would not change your username because people already know you for who you are.
Okay, good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because I was like, oh no, I had it since 4th grade, so everyone knows me by it.
Yeah. If that's like your brand, and like people like sometimes like if people come up to you and they're like, oh, are you like, what's your username?
I blame Sia.
Are you I blame Sia? Like if that's something that people like, that's obviously a brand. Do not change it because there's power in the brand. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. I love that. That's funny. Okay, anybody else want feedback on their bio?
I just have a question.
Yeah.
What do you think about emojis?
Yeah, that's fine. Totally. Sometimes I take them out because of character count oftentimes.
That's what I just did.
Yeah, I feel like you can add more value in the words than you can in the emojis, but if you can fit it and get the same thing across, then yeah, absolutely.
Or not like your brokerage, is it?
You are, maybe you could speak to that earlier, but you're supposed to have your brokerage in your bio, right?
You're required to have it in, so yes.
Yes. And you are supposed to, if you're making a post about selling real estate, then you should have it in the post as well. I always tag my home group in every single post that I ever make about selling real estate, so that way somebody can clearly see who I'm brokered by.
You should also have realtor somewhere in there.
Yeah, realtor has to be in your bio if you are using it for a real estate purpose.
Really?
Yeah, ADR is cracking down.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Can it be in your name?
Yes, yours is
Okay.
absolutely.
Okay, okay,
It
cool.
just has to be somewhere in there that you are classified as a realtor, yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, good to know. So add realtor in there. And if you want to be super searchable, the way that I have my profile set up is it's Kelsey Donovan, Scottsdale Realtor, Phoenix Realtor. So I've got, realtor in there a couple times. Yes.
I'm way over everybody's age here. This is all brief to me. Do you do it one-on-one or do you have social?
So I do actually have a 12-week class that I teach that is going over the social media as a whole, sharing all my secrets. In full transparency, it's not like how to post on Instagram, it's more like strategies, but there are a lot of like screen shares.
I changed that. I mean, I just made my thing, but that's about as far as
I would talk to Kelly. Kelly's there's great classes that are gonna be that are gonna help you do that.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because I'm,
Yeah.
I want to use it, I see that, I definitely say that's all he does. He's wrong. He's close to 40,
You should be like that,
40
like-
this month.
Wow.
You should be
How
like,
you doing that? So it's like, so I know it's, well, I really didn't converse over the phone, but again, he's so, well, no, because he's so, he knows how to do it. Like, dude, you're talking to a 65-year-old man. Please slow
But
down.
yeah, I think that's awesome. I love this Halloween link, and I think that's great. 21,000 views on that.
So it has helped. Yeah, it's one of those, like, I need someone that's gonna sit here and hold my hand and walk me through it. That makes sense.
Okay, I like it. I would add in your name, I want to see after your name, Scottsdale, whatever your cities are, Scottsdale Realtor, Phoenix Realtor, things like that.
Other than that, it looks great. That's gonna help. Your name is one of the most searchable places in all of Instagram. So add Scottsdale Realtor, Phoenix Realtor to your actual name. So it should look like Kelsey Donovan, Phoenix Realtor, Scottsdale Realtor.
How do you have your real estate agent under your name?
So when you make yourself into a business account, it's gonna ask you if you wanna be like an entrepreneur, a creator, a real estate agent, so you pick it when you make a business account.
how do I sign up for your course so you can help me do this?
There's actually a QR code at the end for you.
I have a code for you.
She has a code for you. She's actually a member.
I'm actually
of my
looking
class.
forward to that coming because I want you to audit me immediately. And I want some lifestyle photography, so help me out.
I want to see your cities. So where you're like, do you sell mostly in Phoenix, mostly in Scottsdale? But that's okay. Where do you want to sell? Like where do you live?
I live in West Dublin.
Okay, so then like Glendale, Phoenix, Peoria.
I'm in Peoria.
Okay, so I would write selling Glendale, Phoenix, Peoria, and beyond.
You're gonna move out?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you could also add it here. So you could add like do a comma and then write like Glendale Realtor, Phoenix Realtor as much as it will let you for the character count, and then you can put it in your bio as well. So then someone, if they're searching Arizona Realtor, they'll find you. If they're searching Gilbert or Glendale Realtor, they'll find you. If they're searching Peoria Realtor, they'll find you. So
like keywords.
yes, exactly. So put the words there. Your job helping your client doesn't start when they reach out to you. It starts in you helping them find you.
You need to get Morgan for open more character accounts because I'm trying to get you the
Because I'm trying to be financial.
Oh yeah, we'll get the point. We'll get the point. I think that's perfect. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, let's move along to algorithm tips. So if you want to turn followers into dollars, getting followers matters. So what we can do is we can learn strategies in order to bring more of the right kinds of people into our world. So raise your hand if you know what trial reels are.
What is
Okay.
it?
Trial reels. Raise your hand if you use them.
I forgot. I mean, I was, and then I forgot all about them.
That's okay. Well, hey, now you just remembered. Okay, so trial reels are something that is offered by Instagram that is a reel, aka a piece of video content. Most of us have scrolled through them mindlessly, like myself. But it is a piece of video content that you can put out that will exclusively and only be shown to non-followers.
What is it called again?
Trial reels. So when you go to post a reel, you're actually going to see on the caption screen, you're going to see a little toggle where you can toggle on trial reels. And the power of trial reels is now you can put out as much content as you want. You can test content, see what hooks work the best, what videos work the best. And
How do you have time to do all of this?
you know, I wake up early. I wake up at like 4:30 and I have my coffee and that's what I do.
I'm the same way.
Yeah, I do it before the world wakes up.
You have to.
And so you have to remember too, like if 70% of my business is coming from social media, like what's the last thing that's gonna drop off my schedule, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm gonna skip the gym before I'm gonna, I'm gonna skip things in life before I'm gonna skip because I have to feed it. You know?
Yeah.
So
right.
it's kind of like you're prospecting, right? So like if, a lot of business coaches will say like take 2 hours a day and dial, right? Or door knock or whatever. I don't do any of those things because I'm going to be honest, they sound like a nightmare to me. They're not my vibe. And so what I do is social media instead. And I'm able to reach way more people in way less time. Because for example, like I spend, I don't know, maybe an hour a day in totality on social media, on Instagram, like actually working, probably less, probably more like 30 minutes. And I have 2 million people have viewed my profile. So like how long would it take this month alone? And so how long would it take me to cold call or door knock 2 million people? I've actually done the math and it's like 150 years.
Wow.
So there's no way that I would ever do it. So instead, I can just prioritize 30 minutes a day creating little videos to go on the internet, and now I'm able to reach people, build trust, build a clientele at a really mass scale while working less.
Mm-hmm. Is part of that 30 minutes, are you also engaging with other profile? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just curious how often or how much of that you're doing.
Yeah.
Actually,
Yeah.
So engaging with other profiles.
Oh God, that's a VA.
So you can actually, in fact, everybody pull up their Instagram feed right now. And at the top, I want you to click the Instagram button. See how you can click a button that says following. Now, those of you who are as old as I am, when you click that button, it's going to take you back to 2016. You're only going to see the people that you follow, and you're going to see them in chronological order, which means you don't have to scroll through 1,000 ads and people that you don't know and don't care about interacting with.
Is there like a class of how to use Instagram?
Yes, and I teach it.
I'm like, I don't know what button, where.
Here, let me show you.
Wait, did you say to go on follow or followers?
So go to your feed.
Back to the main.
Let me show you.
I feel like I'm aging myself, but.
That's okay. We're gonna go to your feed.
Okay.
Sorry, all the way back.
That's it.
So like
Oh.
Now you're not seeing advertisements, you're not seeing all these random things that you don't know.
So
And so you're able to
friends is the same as the followers?
That's on Facebook, so that's gonna work a little bit different.
You know, when you go to the actual
Is there a way to get everything that goes to Instagram to go to Facebook?
This is all
I'm asking.
My Instagram.
that you're interested
There we go.
So like
And how do, and is there some that'll put the link to Alright.
Yes, there is. You can link them.
starting to feel like I'm 80.
So that you don't have to post
My
twice.
closing this week and I ain't posting it.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
And then just
Any help?
So we're gonna talk about how to post them. too. So we're gonna talk about that.
So with those trial reels, are we uploading the ones that performed well as a trial, or are you converting them to trial?
So what I am typically doing for trial reels. So trial reels, since they are shown exclusively to new followers, I want you to think of them like your handshake content, not your closing content. Because if we're at a barbecue and I walk up to you and I'm like, hey, I'm Kelsey, do you want to book a consult right now? Ew. Weird, right? Like, that's weird. We wouldn't do that. And so think of trial reels as your handshake content. That's the content where you're like, hey, this is who I am, here's something valuable, give me a follow if this is your vibe. And then they follow you, and now you can work on converting them into a client or into someone who's going to refer you business, because they're going to see you at the park with your dog, waking up first thing in the morning with your hair on top of your head, or you guys that just wake up and look the same, but I digress. So they're going to see those things from you, they're going to start to build that trust with you, and they're going to see all of the stories that you post about how you help your clients win, and what a wonderful, awesome, valuable, knowledgeable agent you are.
Okay.
Yes.
So I know we're focusing on a lot of Instagram. Do you play around with TikTok's algorithm?
I do, yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
What do you find between the two? Because I feel like I get a little bit more views and things on TikTok these days, and people interacting and DMing me versus Instagram.
Yeah, absolutely. So the vibe is a little bit, in my experience, you need to be even more raw, real, and authentic. So
On
think
TikTok,
think about like when you throw, like if you have a thought, like literally throw your phone up of whatever surface and just start like ranting about whatever thought you have, and that's the stuff that typically does really well on TikTok.
Yeah.
Versus like Instagram, even though those things actually do well on Instagram, but Instagram tends to be just a little bit more like polished professional. Versus TikTok is kind of like what Instagram used to be.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I
awesome.
have noticed that.
But that's awesome that you're getting
DMs from. That's why I'm like, okay, I focused a little bit more on TikTok than Instagram, because I felt like the algorithm was a little bit easier on TikTok than it is on
and
Instagram.
What I would do, for the sake of time, because like if you could create separate content for both platforms, then great, but like I don't do that typically. It's too much. So I would take the platform that is working best for you and then just cross post to everything. Just post that. It's gonna have you showing up online with brand consistency without working much harder to do it.
Okay, but like keep the name kind of the same too?
Exactly the same. Yeah, keep, so that way if somebody wants to stalk you on all platforms, they can do that, right? Like if they want to look up like, okay, this is her TikTok, like what does she look like? Is on Instagram, like is this brand, make it the brand cohesive.
Okay.
Yeah. So for trial reels, what you can use trial reels for are testing, right? So before you ever push, Tanya, to your question, before you ever push a piece of content to all of your followers, you can use trial reels to test what works the best. And there's no risk, right? Like there's no risk in like spamming our followers, because we're showing it exclusively to non-followers, and we can see if we've got this idea, like, so in Scottsdale, we all know that if you're moving to Scottsdale, you're gonna have a totally different life if you live in Old Town versus if you live in 85255, if you live in Troon. And so, like, let's say that I wanted to get that point across. So my hook could be the number one thing nobody thinks about when they move to Scottsdale. Or it could be, no one talks about this before moving to Scottsdale. Or it could be, if you're moving to Scottsdale, you absolutely need to know this. And I could test those 3 hooks in trial reels, and what will typically happen is 2 of them are gonna get 500 views each, and the other one's gonna get 2,500 views. And now I know that that is the hook that's going to perform the best, and I can post that when I actually post it for real to my followers.
So you post the same reel with 3 different hooks?
Basically, yeah, but it's in trial reels, so nobody's gonna know.
Okay.
Yeah, it feels spammy, but it's not, it's only seen by new audience, so it's not spammy to the consumer.
How do you do the trial reels?
So if you go to post a reel, there will be somewhere that you can toggle on. So let's do like just do a video or
And
something.
why the real?
The most recent video you've taken.
Yeah.
Do they stay?
So we have to do,
Okay, so
Reel. Sorry, I wanna like scroll through here.
The religion that country.
Okay,
Video.
gotcha. It's there.
The religion that country.
Yeah.
Okay.
20 seconds.
So
And
when
then
you
say on the
go to
profile,
post
does
it,
eventually go away?
It's in the profile.
see trial.
I used to do a lot of it, but I don't know. Yeah.
And then, do you have like a separate,
Where do the trial reels?
sort of say catalog that you see?
It's not on your profile.
Yeah, it's gonna show
I'll try to
up,
find it right now.
like in your Reels
No, basically
section,
when you
it'll
maybe
say
post,
trial and you'll be able to
Instagram
click on it.
asks you if you want to
And
do
you
a
can share
trial.
it from.
Well, I've created it like that, but then once you click the
You
trial,
can
what
do
I
it.
don't remember is, how do I go back to see how that one
You go to your
goes?
profile,
like the 3 lines on top.
Okay, for the sake of time, let's move
You
along.
go down and it will have trials.
Okay, keywords. So, when it's really helpful if you can tell Instagram exactly what your content is about. Let's make the algorithm easier by telling Instagram, we are talking about Scottsdale real estate, we are talking about Phoenix real estate, so that way it knows exactly who to show your content to. We're talking about moving to Scottsdale, it knows exactly who to show your content to. And some ways that you can implement keywords into your content is if you are creating a reel, you can write as many keywords as you want on that reel and shrink, so take your fingers and literally shrink the keywords like this until they're invisible. And so the consumer is not gonna see that written on your reel is Scottsdale Realtor, Phoenix Real Estate, moving to real estate, moving to the top realtors in Phoenix. The consumer is not gonna know that, but the algorithm will. So when someone searches top realtors in Phoenix, now your post pops up, even though it doesn't even say that at all to the consumer.
How do you do that?
So you put all of the keywords onto the reel, so onto the video content when you're editing it, and you shrink it, so you literally take your fingers and go like this until it is teeny, 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 tiny, and invisible.
So actually on the video, not like
Mm-hmm.
on the video.
Actually on the video,
So
yeah.
if you're making a reel in like Canva, for example,
Mhm.
and then I would want to pull that out of there, and when I'm editing it in Instagram directly.
Yes.
Okay.
That is a wonderful question. Thank you for asking it. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so another way that you can, who here posts carousels? Who here doesn't know what carousels are?
I know, but I haven't.
Okay, carousels are, have you ever been scrolling through Instagram and you see photo content, so still content, and you swipe through and there's like 7 different pictures that you're looking at? So that is a carousel. And currently the algorithm favors reels and carousels because they get more interaction. If you're posting just a single photo, there's not really a lot of chance for people to increase their watch time, increase their stay time on that piece of content. So carousels and reels are currently performing the best because it keeps viewers on it, and at the end of the day, Instagram is a for-profit company, and so they need eyeballs to stay. And so what you can do on your carousel post, when you are going to post your carousel, if you scroll, you're in the caption section again, if you scroll all the way down to more options, and then you click alt text, and you can copy and paste as many keywords as you want to be alternate text that only you and the algorithm know are there. So this is basically like the shrinking of the keywords just for your carousel, and Instagram literally gives you an exact place to do it.
More options where?
So when you're going to post a carousel, when you're in the caption section, scroll down to more options and then click alt text.
Caption, more options, alt text.
The beautiful thing about Instagram is it gives us a lot of ways to actually make our lives easier. We just need to know where they are.
And what do? You just have all your like keywords like saved on some Word thing and just
Yep.
copy and paste everything?
Yep, I just have them in a note,
In a note.
in like a notes app. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
A few minutes ago, you mentioned about something about business accounts. So there are personal account and business account.
Correct.
So can I convert my personal account to business account?
Absolutely, yeah, yes, and you should. It'll give you more access. It'll give you more insights.
Oh.
Yes. So let's talk about carousel or reels. A lot of people have great content ideas and they don't know whether to choose it to be a carousel or a reel. So carousels are often performed best when you're taking the user, you're taking the consumer through a story. So think of like you have a hook on the first picture and then you're kind of like identifying a problem. Maybe you're sympathizing with them, you're telling a story. So like for example, you could tell the story of like how I got my buyer a 3% mortgage rate in 2026. And then the second slide could be like, you know, a lot of buyers are having trouble with affordability in 2026, but what if there was a solution? And then the third slide could continue to tell the story of that success. Versus a reel is typically better if we're looking at talking head content. That's like if someone were taking a video of me right now, which if you would, that would be great. But if we have talking head content, right, that would be better as a reel because it's a video. Or if we have content that is B-roll content, which if you've ever seen it before, that would mean that you would literally just set up your phone somewhere, take a video of you doing something absolutely normal. It could literally be brushing your hair, it could be tying your shoes, it could be opening a door, it could be opening a lockbox, and then you're putting a hook piece of text over that video and having a longer caption of an explanation. Now, what that does is, let's say that that B-roll video is 5 seconds long, 7 seconds long. Now, when someone reads that hook and now they are watching that video, consuming the content, reading the longer caption, that B-roll video is playing on loop in the background. And so that tells Instagram, which by the way, remember, is a for-profit company who wants eyeballs to stay. That tells the Instagram algorithm, this content, people are rewatching it, people are staying on it. Let's push this content to more people. Now, the hook. This is literally the most important part, you guys. So when we are on Instagram, remember that the consumer is overwhelmed. They are seeing so much on their social media, like there are advertisements everywhere, there are people that they don't know. They are scrolling and just, they're always one scroll away from the next best thing. So every single thing that you post should start with a hook. You should get the consumer's attention in 3 seconds or less. In fact, Instagram literally measures your 3-second skip rate. So if somebody leaves before 3 seconds, the algorithm is going to devalue your content versus if you can get them to stay for 3 seconds, the algorithm will favor your content more. So when we're talking about the hook, I want you to be quick. I want you to cut the fluff. And I never want to hear you start content with, hi, my name is Kelsey Donovan. I'm a realtor in Scottsdale, Arizona, and welcome to 123 East Main Street. Ever again. So let's talk about what to do instead. So let's say that we've got a success story, right? So the negotiating the 3% mortgage. So what I would do is, the hook is how I got my buyers a 3% mortgage in 2026, not, hi, my name is Kelsey, I'm a real estate agent in Arizona, and my clients just closed on 123 East Main Street with a 3% mortgage. Before I could even give them the immense value that I have to share, they already left. We all have value to share. I'm sure that you all are amazing. We just need to get people to stay long enough to realize how great you are. So, rebuttal to the sellers, right? A lot of people, like when you're selling a house, I don't know if any of you have sold a house, but like it's emotional, right? Like you're closing a chapter, like maybe you've raised your babies there, maybe that's the first house that you had with your spouse. It means a lot. And so what I don't want you to do is start that off with why you should sell your home. I'm not going to click on that, and also that doesn't speak to the problem. What you could do is say, you can feel sad to leave and know it's still time to go, and then I insert a picture with my husband. What is she going to say? You can feel sad to leave and still know it's time to go, and then it's a picture of her and her husband. Like, what is going on? People are going to click, people are going to scroll, they're going to consume that content, right? So you could do like my story. So my husband and I have been very blessed to utilize real estate in our wealth building journey. It's one of the reasons why I do what I do and why I'm so passionate about it. Now, if I started, hi, my name is Kelsey, and here's how I'm using real estate to build wealth, that doesn't really do it. But if I did say, we left our home with a 2% mortgage and it was the best financial decision we ever made, you're probably going to watch that, right? Mm-hmm. Like if you have a 2% mortgage, you're probably going to be like, that's the best financial decision you ever made, you're going to watch it. Market update. Something that the all of us real estate agents love to do is post like September 2026 market update. What if instead of you still post a market update? You're still basically posting the same content and the same idea. But what if instead of market update being the hook, you made the hook sellers are giving home buyers $10,000 to buy their house right now. They are? Think of it like a news article, right? Like you're gonna click on that and you're gonna explain that the seller is on average giving $10,000 in seller concessions in the greater Phoenix area, and here's what you can use it towards, and here's how you can use it to lower your cash to close, to lower your closing costs, things like that. So, let's dive in.
Are these the hooks for both the reels and carousels?
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, you can use them for either or. So, what I want for you to do is think of some content ideas and just kind of throw them on the piece of paper, judgment free. They don't have to be great ideas, they don't have to be great hooks. Just throw some general content ideas, totally judgment free, on the sheet of paper.
Now, the problem with some of us is that we are shy, camera shy. That's me,
That's why trial reels help, because you can delete it and never put it on your page if you don't want to.
But it's not even that I'm afraid to put it up there. It's just I feel ridiculous taking my phone and talking to my phone. It's a personal thing. It's not even posting it.
I have a question.
It's been 6 years.
Because I felt that way too.
I just feel stupid talking to my phone.
I get it, but what if you were gonna make $1 million? Would you be like, well, I feel stupid, and that's okay.
That's what made me do it. Realtors were like, I'm not gonna send you a client if you're not showing your face. I'm showing my face. So then I did videos and things started changing.
So to me, it's overcoming that thought every time I take my phone and I'm gonna do a video, because I don't even care if it looks good or not.
Yeah.
Like I just post things.
Yeah.
And sometimes I get good reaction, and I don't even look at it. Just like, okay.
I'm that's your phone. I get it. Yeah.
But the hard part for me is taking the phone and not feeling stupid. Basically, that's kind of the thing that I need to overcome.
So I want you to, that's a very common feeling. So a lot of us feel cringe. I still sometimes cringe at my content. Like I still post stuff and I'm like, ugh. But guess what? Like I've changed my entire life. Like I've changed the whole trajectory of my life. Like my house is paid for by the silly videos. And, you know, I have also made some literally like best friends. Like some of my best friends in the world have been people who have like reached out to me on social media. I've made clients that have turned into friends. I've started attracting like just the coolest people that I get to work with all the time. And so I went from like grinding with these internet leads where like they were running me ragged, they didn't respect me, they didn't respect my time, and now because of the silly little videos, I only and exclusively work with people who respect me, who already trust me, who value me and my time. The conversation usually goes like, hey, are you taking on new clients? Instead of like the opposite where like I have to earn their business.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I know it feels silly, I know it feels cringe, and the reward is on the other side of it. I would say, like most things in life, do it scared, do it cringe, like do it with that feeling, and know that that feeling is normal and that feeling is okay. You can have that feeling and still be successful. Okay, so now let's take some of your ideas, some of your content ideas, and turn them into hooks. So think about if you need inspiration from the prior page, totally fine. Take some of those non-judgmental content ideas and start thinking, how can I get someone to be going in their scroll, right? Like we're all mindlessly scrolling because like there's just a million things that we can consume on the internet. And we need someone to be scrolling and stop when they get to our content because we have a hook, a reason for them to stay. So take those content ideas and turn them into a couple of hooks. If you need help, speak up, and if you want to share to inspire others, do that as well.
is your content most about real estate or you do just in general?
I do a bit of both. Yeah, I do, because I try to build like a full brand. So like if any of you ever follow me, you know, I do like every few months I like pretend to be a travel influencer and I'm like posting all about travel. But that actually helps. Like that literally helps in converting luxury clients. So like whatever it is about your life that is relatable, you can totally post about it and make yourself a very well-rounded person with not just a real estate brand, but a whole personal brand as well. Anybody need help? Anybody have a hook that they want to share, or a hook that they're like, I have this idea and I have no idea how to turn it into a hook? That's okay too. Yes?
Okay, so recently I saved my clients $35,000 competing against another offer, all on just communicating with the listing agent, and I just don't know how to hook that.
So what you could do is why the highest offer doesn't always win.
Okay.
And then to make it even better, you could do why the highest offer doesn't always win, and then do like a little pin symbol and do Phoenix, Scottsdale, Gilbert, something like that,
Okay.
so that somebody immediately knows when they see it where you can help them.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. You can also, with your content ideas, you guys, like with your success stories, you can tell the same story 20 times. So that story, you could also have another thing that's the exact same story, and you could say how I saved myself $35,000, or how I saved my clients $35,000 went up against multiple offers. And that could be a totally different piece of content that you posted another time.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's how you kind of like scale content, so that you don't have to always come up with new ideas. You're just coming up with new ways to tell the same story.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had a really good one this morning. I got a text and it said, I want to thank you again for helping us sell our house and get us into a new house. We love it. Thank you, Carter. Have a good rest of your week. How can I turn that into a hook?
I would say what they're saying about me, or something like that, or like what my clients say about me, or don't take it from me, take it from them. Something like that, and then I would screenshot it if they're okay with it, maybe, or screenshot it and like take the name out of it so that you can maintain their privacy. And I would actually post the screenshot, maybe like as a carousel. So let's say that you have like what my clients are saying about me, and maybe it's a photo of you, a photo of a house, and then it's in a carousel, and the next slide is that overlaid over it, so that it's like further social proof.
Awesome, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Anybody else want to share their
Do
idea?
you usually put the same picture or just whatever you take a picture?
I switch it up, like with carousels, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I switch it up. Sometimes I do the same picture repeated because it's like just so easy, and then I don't have to pick a bunch of pictures. But if it's relevant, I'll like carry people through the story with photos, like especially if I have
No, I
photos
mean
of
of
the
you.
client. Oh no,
So
it's
you send the picture as an introduction to the I don't know why I did this. As an introduction to the person that is reaching out to you.
no, I always switch it up. So yeah, I've got like a ton of content over the years, and so like I literally like never changed my hair so that I could reuse content from 3 years ago. It's fine. But yeah, so I use different content, and I try to bank content. Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Last year I got 2 different clients, the full 6% concession.
Nice, good job.
I have 2 fears. I have a fear on this, though. I'm scared if I say that people expect that, but I also want to share that as a success.
Yeah, I get that. So I think as long as the story that you're sharing is still market appropriate. So like I would never share a win from 2021 because like that's not gonna happen. Sorry. But what you can do is still share that win. And if you want to explain in your caption, like you could say something to the tune of like, you know, every buyer's situation is different, every home is different. If you want a strategy that's as unique as you are, reach out to me. So something like that. So that way, because like someone who's buying a $500,000 renovated house with a pool is like gonna have a totally different experience than someone who wants a fixer-upper, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think it's just different markets. Okay.
How about like
So what would a hook be? Sorry.
Okay.
How would you hook that?
So I would probably, whatever 6% is, let's say it's $20,000, I don't know, it's probably that. Yeah, I would use dollar instead of percentage because it's more impactful. And I would say something like, you could say like, the sellers gave my buyer $50,000 to buy their house, whatever the number is. You had a question? What was your question?
Oh, I was just gonna say something like, you wanna save on your taxes and still qualify for your dream home? Ask me how.
Perfect. Yeah, absolutely. I love it. And I would say, here's how.
Here's how.
So when you start something with here's how, before they ever click it, you've promised them value. So they know to stay, they know to click, because they know that they're getting value. Okay, let's dive into B-roll. So B-roll is a very easy way to create and to keep creating content. So B-roll is, and I had mentioned this, that is if I literally just sat my phone up right against my water bottle and I started recording me talking to you guys, that's B-roll content. It's just me doing something regular in my life. Could be me tying my shoe, could be me opening a lockbox, and most of the time my content is taken against my water bottle when it's in that case. Like I just set it up somewhere. It doesn't have to be fancy. And so what you can do is reuse that B-roll time and time again with different hooks, with different stories, and it allows you to have a full content bank of videos. So that way, when it's 5 o'clock in the morning and you're drinking your coffee and you're like, I have to post content today, you don't have to film. You've already got a bank of content, and that bank of content is based on your own life. So you don't have to like spend your time going to get content. All you have to do is spend 5 seconds setting up your phone and then just live as you already were. The content already lives within your life, you just have to capture it. So what I want you to do is think about what you did yesterday and think about what you're doing today and write down a couple things that you are doing where you could just throw your phone up and record you doing it. It could be sitting in this class right now if you've got a water bottle heavy enough. And if your neighbor doesn't care.
Now, like, would you just, I don't know, I always feel like I have to say something. Should I just let it be?
Yeah, so
You know what I mean? Like if I'm sitting here and like, take me and Sia, for instance, and you're like, did we talk? Did we,
No.
hey, we're in the Followers to Dollars class, like what do I say?
You could do that, but B-roll typically is content that you're going to put music over. So you're going to put music over it, and so it's literally just you existing, and what you're going to do is you're going to write your hook as text over that video, and then explain the situation, the idea fully in the caption. And what you do is you cut the B-roll to be like 5 to 9 seconds, and now if somebody likes your hook and they start reading your caption, they're watching your video on loop in the background. And so the algorithm is like, oh, people are staying for the entire piece of the content. Let's maybe show this to more people. So it's a way to get value across to people while still appeasing the algorithm. Anybody want to share their ideas of the B-roll that they could have filmed yesterday or will film today? Yes.
We're currently painting our beams by ourselves, so that would be a good one.
That's like a really good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say again.
We're painting our beams like in our house, and they're very fault sequence.
Yep.
So.
That's like a couple weeks ago, I was at a listing and I had to like totally rearrange the staging furniture by myself. And so of course I set up my phone against a water bottle and like took a whole video of me like rearranging the staging furniture, so now I can use that for content. So anybody else have an idea that what they're going to share for B-roll?
When Kelsey Donovan gives you the aha moment.
Yeah, there we go. I love it. Okay, so
I was gonna say, I went to a concert with my kids last night, and I did think of this, but I wish I would have had them like just videotaping me walking downtown Phoenix.
Yeah, I know.
Or somebody with my, with all the kids.
Yeah.
So things like that.
Yeah, and I love that you brought that up. A lot of people feel like silly about enlisting the help of their family. And at first it feels silly to like ask your friend or family member to film you until you start getting clients. Because at first, my husband, he's amazing. I love him. But at first he was like,
Okay, like taking the video. And now he's like, do you need a piece of content? Like, I got my phone out, like, you need some content. So don't be afraid to enlist your family. Let them know what you're trying to do. Let them know that this has the potential to bring in income, and hopefully they will help. But of course, you can always set the phone up against the water bottle. You can always like trade with a friend. Like in this class, if you are sitting next to somebody that you love, you could be like, hey, let's go here to this coffee shop or this house and like just help each other out, film each other. So don't be afraid to ask. Now, let's end with a commitment. Now remember, we are 85% more likely to accomplish our goals if we write them down and if we share them with the community. So take a moment here, make a commitment to yourself. Now, I'm not going to be checking this, so like, you know, it's the commitment to yourself. I promise I won't look at your Instagram in 2 weeks and say you didn't do it.
How many posts should you do?
That's a wonderful question. So personally, I do 5 posts a week, try to. Usually ends up being 4 to 6. And then I do 3 stories a day. And those 3 stories a day, I do this very simple framework that makes this easy. The 3 stories a day are your face, your work, your life. And my face could literally be like me, and I'm in the bathroom waiting for a client, and I just like go to the bathroom mirror, like, you know, waiting at the showing at the house, and like take a picture, and I'm like showings, waiting for a client, whatever the case is. Your work, that could also double as your work. Your work could literally be a picture of the laptop right now. It could be a picture of the Followers to Dollars workbook. The work could be literally anything work related, and your life could be what you're having for dinner tonight.
And like, say like, I just picked up 3 new listings, but it's not really ones I want to highlight. Like, do you deal with that at all? Or like,
I would say that's probably dependent upon your business. I'm very like, help everybody, or like.
Me too.
Then yeah, I would still highlight them. Because
Okay.
it's, yeah, totally.
Okay.
Absolutely. So, and then commit to today I will post. What are you going to post today?
Class.
Yeah, perfect. Amazing. You're going to post that you went to a class. And what you can, when you're framing this class for a consumer too, you can talk about like learning how to get more exposure on my listings. Because that's a lot of what this is. I mean, more than getting clients on Instagram, I've literally sold my clients' listings on Instagram, some of them off market. And so it's not, when we're talking about social media for real estate, like it's not even all about us, it's about the consumer too. It benefits all of us.
how would you highlight like flips that you have?
So one of the things that I used to do flips, and I used to like get people involved. And so people love flips. It's like, it was like HGTV, like they love it. And so I would take content of it, take pictures of it, and what I used to do is like, when I was picking a tile or picking a paint color or whatever, like I would take a picture of it and put up a poll and be like, which tile should I do? And then people love it, because then they feel like, A, if you actually don't know what you should do, like that's a great way to, you know, get the masses. But B, like now people feel like they're involved in your story. Like they helped you design this house, and people actually love to help and they love to share their opinion. Okay, who wants to share their commitment?
I put 5 posts a week and 5 stories a day. I've been committing to the 5 stories a day for a while.
Good.
But I do like the idea of 3 because that seems easier.
Yeah.
And then I just did a challenge for myself to post every day for 30 days.
Awesome.
And I did miss 4 days in that 30, but it really helped. Like now I'm like, 5 weeks seems so easy. You know, like it helped to kind of just like go all in that way and then kind of pull it back. It's been a good
Yeah. So to that too, and social media is a muscle, you guys. It's a muscle. So when you work it, it will get stronger. And it's kind of like, so the first time that I ever went to the gym, I did like a small group class, and I was the worst person in the class. It was like so embarrassing. I couldn't even finish the whole workout, and I left, and I was like so devastated. And then I went back, and I went back again, and then I went back for years. And I'm not the worst person in the class anymore, and it's going to be the same thing with social media. there's a learning curve, and allow yourself to know that that is normal. It doesn't mean you're broken. It doesn't mean you're bad. It just means that you're new, and give yourself permission to be new. Anybody else want to share their commitment? Yeah.
I was gonna say, do you do any posting or?
I don't know. Sometimes I do for my listings, like just to get more eyeballs on listings, but no, I do not.
You rely on.
All organic, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I don't wanna, I just want people to find me, like, my ideal client to be attracted to me organically, yeah.
And do you post like just listed, just sold, just like under contract?
I post that in a different way. I post it with a hook. So I post it with like the win, the story, like something that invokes emotion, something that invokes value or solution.
Okay.
So it's never just listed. It's never just sold. It's how I got 4 offers and sold for $150,000 over list price. It's how I got 150 people through this open house in Scottsdale. It's how.
I watched that one.
What's that?
I watched that one.
Yeah, I did that.
150 people through in
It was
Scottsdale.
insane.
Yeah.
That must have been an insane one.
Yeah, it was, and this was actually semi-recently. It was in 24, so it wasn't even like in the height of the market. But yeah, so I'm sharing like a story, and it doesn't even have to be like, sometimes you have to search for the win, right? Like you have to kind of search for the win and search for the hook, and that's okay. And sometimes the win can be you pivoting. Sometimes the win can be like how I sold this house after it fell out of escrow twice, right? Or how you come back from a really challenging situation, because that's where we're gonna go from performative to real. Because if anyone has ever bought or sold real estate, they know that can be a little messy sometimes, right? So sometimes it can be a story about pivoting. Yes?
Really quickly,
Yeah.
for posting post, you recommended
Carousels.
3 to 5.
4 to 6.
Oh yeah, 4 to
Oh,
6.
4 to
4 to 6.
6?
I try to do 5.
Okay.
If you do 3, it's fine.
Like per week.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and if you do what you can, okay?
Okay.
So do what you can. Obviously, you can set lofty goals, but at the end of the day, do what you can, and remember, something is always better than nothing. So
Yes.
even if you're posting once a week, that's better than not posting at all.
Awesome. And then the stories.
I do 3 a day.
3. Oh, that's good. That's
Yeah.
very good.
Yeah, sometimes it's 10, but I
Yes.
try to do 3.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you know how videos? Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Do you do you like schedule your content, or do you actually do it in that day?
It depends. Sometimes I schedule if I know that like life is going to be crazy, or if I'm going to be going on vacation or something. But a lot of times, like I do it the day of. But I just keep a list of ideas so that I'm not like trying to be creative on command. Yeah.
What was I gonna ask? Oh, what about like video? How to take video with like a little slight filter? I don't know how do you do that? It's like when you're close and it's like, oh god, I don't like this.
Oh yeah. So actually, I'm glad you brought that up. Like,
I'm like, oh my god.
if you ever feel like self-conscious or anything, like there ain't no shame in throwing a filter on it. Like posting with a filter is better than not posting at all. So if you are looking at somebody's content and they have a filter on, you'll see the filter will be like a little clickable button on the bottom right corner, and so you can click that, and then you can use that filter and save it for later.
How do you use it though?
So when you are on your content and like about to film in the Instagram app, there will be like filters that will list along the bottom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You can also like just film the content in general, and then you just swipe left, and it'll go through a couple different filters.
Okay.
Yeah.
Questions for stories. Do you recommend posting not all at once and just, keep posting throughout the day so that you can always be on the feed for the other people?
I would, but whatever you can do is best.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I always try to do it in real time so it seems organic, so it doesn't like, it seems like people are given the background of my life versus something that's planned.
Yeah.
Okay guys, so keep in touch with me on socials. I post a ton of agent tips all over social media all the time. And additionally, I do run a 12-week course for real estate professionals. It's called Content to Clients Academy. And that is where I share in detail how I have built my entire business, and I basically share all of my secrets for 12 weeks. So there are pre-recorded modules in which you can watch so you can learn at your own pace and watch them as many times as you need. And then we meet every Thursday from 10 a.m. to 11:30 like this, virtually though, on Zoom. So that way you're getting the help with the implementation, you're getting the masterminding, and that class doesn't become something that's on your to-do list that feels like 1,000 miles long already. It becomes something that goes on your done list. So if you're interested, then I've got a QR code for you to find out more information about it. But otherwise, just thank you so much for learning with me today, you guys. And thank you for all your questions and participation.
I'm a little.
Oh, really? That's great.
Hey, you guys, before you all get up, sorry to yell. We do have one sponsor for lunch here today. She just got here, so she wanted to say a couple words, and then we're setting up lunch for you guys.
Fantastic.
Words? No. Hey, I'm Fox with American Home Shield. Just wanted to say hi. I'm one of your power partners here with my home group, and I'm your sponsor for lunch. So I have some information, some brochures, and some pricing. Wanted to let you know why, using American Home Shield. So come talk to me and have some lunch. Great lunch, so don't leave without grabbing something. Also, today and tomorrow is our last couple days for the $100 off of our home warranty. So if you have a deal going and want to save your clients some money, order it today or tomorrow to get that $100 off, okay? And we also offer 20% off for military and first responders. So keep that in mind, that's a huge savings as well. Okay, thank you guys, come and eat lunch.
Can I plug you guys for a little selfie?
I've been doing it 10 years, but I just started.
All right.
Are we standing? Are you sitting?
Yeah. You can stand. Yeah, we can stand, right? Yeah.
Absolutely.
Or whatever you're comfortable with.
Photo.
Oh, you're out. Yay!
I know, yeah, like, we gotta go that way. I love it.
Yes. It's gonna be outside, so if you walk out to the door on this side, there's gonna be a code, and the bathrooms are going to be to the right side of the building, yeah.
So go out this door and go this way?
The code is on
I know. I wish I was that yeah. Oh yeah. Really?
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Make sure you take it.
Yeah, take it.
I almost forgot and put it right there.
Yeah. Oh, sure. So this class was good. You guys loved it?
Yeah.
Loved it because I'm gonna have her. Okay, good.
That's fine.
Don't get mad at me. I used
to all about it.
I love it. But I also because it's not so much anymore. They're like
clients about that, or like she's our person. And so like I think that not put on separate and I'm like doing it. I love it. It's so beautiful. Oh, thank you. Yeah. You're doing my best. I was like buying it recently, so it's getting a little better, but we're
yeah.
Going through like
Kelsey, right?
Kylie. That's okay. How do I? There we go. Wait.
I think that because it's kind of like I first got
I need to convert this one. This is my first one. This one.
I think it's like
perfect.
And what's amazing, like less complicated, you're gonna think like a lot of
I do that too.
I know, and people think I'm like, trying not to follow them back. Like, no. I just I admire you, but to not forget is just like positive.
I'm
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
so I feel so bad. I of course I did a comment in the middle of all of that.
Oh my gosh, no, that's exciting. So I live in South.
I have to say so.
So I do a lot of business, like Zimri, Mesa, Gilbert. I mean, I have but I'm trying to focus the majority of my business.
Yeah, exactly. Rather than always here, oh my gosh, my daughter is my boyfriend.
I don't wanna like focus on the west side, like that's where
No, we just
yeah, but
So it is for sale now.
And that's, is that in the book? That's a little QR code? Okay.
So it's for sale now. Prices rise Friday, and
I've been doing some things that I've
we
done.
are limiting it.
Okay.
So we
Not with client, but
we start on June 11th. I expect that we will.
But he's been in the business for like 15 years, and I really did sound like I was
Is it?
I
No,
don't know. I just wanted to partner with him because he's.
Oh wait, it's Wednesday.